Hey church family, hey First Baptist students and parents, thank you for tuning in tonight for a few moments as I sit down with Braxton and talk a little bit about life, the pandemic, being a senior in this unusual time, and a few things of that nature. And so thank you for tuning in. We want to do something a little bit different tonight with the Wednesday night time with our students. I've typically been recording videos and posting, but I wanted to just take a few moments and sit down and let you hear from someone besides me. And so I'm looking forward to just talking with Braxton for a few minutes, just a relaxed time of just talking life. Hopefully have a few little bit of moments of humor and things of that nature. Just a quick update for us. I've talked with our youth steering committee a good bit so far, and I hope to be able to kind of let you know some good news about when our student ministry kind of gets ramped back up. We are hoping for a start, kind of a soft launch, getting back going with some things the first week of June. And so that's where we are. The adult Bible study is going on here at the church tonight, and we will have the Sunday morning service start back, social distancing in place. So this Sunday we'll be at 10:15 in the church gym there in the Family Life Center. Pastor David's got the chairs spread out, and so we got social distancing guidelines in place with distance between the rows, backwards and forwards. And then we just asked if you plan on coming that you leave some distance in between you, a few chairs in between you to keep those guidelines. So we are glad to be able to get started back some here at the church, and we continue just to wait for updates from our health department, Governor Ivey, and as our church leadership makes some of these decisions, we'll communicate those to you as we get them. And so looking forward to this kind of sit down, just chit and chat with Braxton. Thank you, Braxton, for taking the time to come up and join us. And so I'm just going to ask a couple of questions. I told Braxton he can ask me a couple of questions as well. What's been the hardest thing about the last few months, being your senior year, and just the baseball cut short, senior prom? You at least are getting to have a graduation. Yeah, it'll be very different than what we hoped for. But what's been the hardest thing?
Well, it was kind of tough after baseball season got ended. That was the biggest thing that really crushed your spirits, I guess.
How long did y'all got, what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks in?
We played 10 games.
Okay, so a little bit longer, but still not as long as you want it to be, right?
Yeah, I was really looking forward to a good season this year with everybody. We've all been playing on varsity for 3-4 years now, so. But besides that, I mean, the school, not getting scholarship work is good. Just having to really make sure I stay on top of things and not having a counselor or teacher or principal to sit there and make sure I get everything like it's supposed to be, kind of made me grow up and get some responsibility.
A little bit of maturity, forced responsibility. Of course, y'all had a little bit of change where your work got ended a little earlier than the rest of us.
That was
juniors on down. So
that was good, and I hope it doesn't end up affecting me as I start college, being out of school for so long.
Sure.
So hope I can.
Where are you planning on going to college?
Southern Union.
I assume Southern Union.
Yeah,
so
Southern Union.
Good deal. So has there been things that you've learned about yourself, God has taught you, you've learned from being around your family a lot more? What's some of been, I guess, the biggest things you've learned, both spiritually and just in life over these last few months?
Being content was one of the biggest things, with baseball being ended and then school, my last few months of senior year, getting to hang out with friends, but just being able to look back on the actual school year and know, well, at least I got to do this and this and this.
That's a good answer. I hadn't thought about being content. I was wondering how you was going to answer that.
Yeah.
That's a good answer. It's a spiritually deep answer, honestly, because we think about Philippians chapter 4, and I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, but the whole chapter really revolves around contentment in a large. So that's a great answer, because I was thinking, how would you answer that? What would you say? But that's because normalcy got ripped out from under you very quickly, because your baseball's prom.
Yeah, that and then not
senior prank.
Yeah.
So
that and not.
By the way, he told me the senior prank, so I can't wait.
That and not trying to be very selfish, thinking about things, and just trying to be flexible and understanding about the whole situation, because, I mean, it's not like me or you can go and say, well, we want this to be over tomorrow and everything go back to normal. Yeah. So just why'd it have to happen this year? I'm trying not to think about that, but understanding that stuff happens.
Yeah, I actually had a conversation with a parent today talking about what if this happens, because they have a junior, a senior this coming year, and they're talking about some of the things they lost this year, but really thankful and hoping it doesn't happen.
It's a whole different story.
Yeah,
senior year, last time to do that stuff. So,
of course, I didn't face this. My senior year was normal, and I got to do senior year things, and yours just changed. What would you say to some of your peers? You probably had. I mean, social media helps you stay connected some, but you hadn't seen them like you would see them.
Yeah,
what's some of the things that contentment's a good one, but just what's some of the things?
Just to stay on top of things, make sure you get everything you need to get done, and don't wait till the last minute to turn in scholarship stuff, and don't mess up something within the next year because you didn't get something turned in on time. So.
That's good advice there, because sleeping in, maybe not as many structured responsibilities like I got to get up and be at school at a certain time. You can potentially
it's not summer vacation yet. So.
Yeah, you can get in that vacation mode. So in other words, senioritis kicked in, helped you very quickly. I don't want to do stuff. Well, you still got to get some stuff finished. Well, we have 9? Is it 9? Yeah. Braxton's been helping me get ready for Graduate Recognition Sunday, which is this Sunday, by the way. We've got 9 seniors that participated in the youth group here, and so we've been working on that. What's some of the best memories you've had with the seniors? We can separate it. What's some of the best memories you've had, because you've been with some of these seniors now, 5 years old, kindergarten on. So what's some of the best memories school-wise, sports-wise, and what's some of the best memories in the youth group?
Well,
putting you on the spot here, aren't I?
There's definitely a lot. Most of my memories come from sports, so I mean,
y'all been pretty successful.
Winning big games and
hitting game-winning field goals.
Yeah,
I'll say it for you.
The practices. I mean, people don't normally like practice, but senior year was a little bit different. It was like, I don't want practice to end this early, and there were some rough ones, but we got through it, and now we laugh about the rough ones. So those are always good memories. And then youth group memories. I mean, there's a bunch of those too. Going on retreats.
You realize I've been here, you said the gray hair. I've been here 7 years almost, I guess. I've been here with you the whole time. So sorry you've been stuck with me the whole time. But going on retreats, all right.
Going on retreats.
I interrupted, my bad.
Having D-nails and stuff, that's probably the biggest things that I'll be able to remember, because not only were they fun, but you really got to get close to your classmates and to other students in the group. And this year and last year, you kind of got to be a leader and mentor some of the other ones. So that was always good. And I mean, spending early mornings, 2, 3 in the morning out talking about stuff you never talk to your friends about, because you're always
listening to the waves crash at the ocean, and
getting some point of views on what they think about stuff, not just in the Bible, but in life in general. So.
What is there one you can one memory that you can not necessarily the best or the pinnacle, but something that sticks out? I know you've been on a bunch of retreats with us, and you had to miss some because of sports too. I wish you'd been able to go on, but you got to do a lot of it with us.
Probably I went on 2 retreats, but probably the first one, one of the most memorable things from there was it snowed, and we got to sled down the hill.
Oh yeah, I forgot that.
And
that's when the cabin pipes burst.
Yeah, the cabin
and we
pipes
had to scramble to get a new cabin very quickly.
We really weren't sure if we were going to end up having a winter retreat that year in the mountains, and then I believe the flu hit. And the flu hit that year too.
But we had 40 on that trip, and I feel like half of us got myself included. It's the first time, by the way,
was laid up in
ever
bed.
missed a service on a retreat, and I was downstairs in the bed asleep, conked out with the flu.
Yeah. So
where's Mr. Ricky when you need him? Hey, I need some medicine to help me quick.
Yeah.
That's when we had more than just flu. We had stomach, and we had all kind of issues.
Stomach and
broken teeth.
Broken teeth. Yeah. That was an eventful retreat for sure. Then our worship leader got there that retreat, and he came downstairs, and we all thought he was a homeless man that had walked in off the streets.
He was our worship leader that trip.
Mark,
okay. Sorry, Mark, if you're watching.
Yeah, sorry, Mark. We know you're not homeless now.
So, the beard sweat, right?
Yeah.
The beard sweat from Mark. So that's a retreat. Then our speaker got stuck in the snow and he arrived 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, missed the first service. It was eventful. The girls had to sleep in the cabin halfway up the mountain, and there were guys. And Mr. Forrest, was our bus driver then, and was snoring away everybody downstairs. Never knew that we were even doing anything, right?
Yep.
Any other ones that stick out?
Just the beach retreat. I mean, those are always fun. If you've never been on one, I really suggest you go. It's really fun, and you really grow spiritually. So those are always good to go on. I mean, winter retreat is too. Always relaxing and get away from the hustle and bustle of the world. So,
gotcha. Those are a neat part of the retreats because it does get you away. And were you on the winter retreat when Chris Wegman spoke and we got to go out? And
yes,
that was probably my most memorable.
That was a very. Are you talking about the prayer time?
Prayer time, yeah. That was probably my most memorable retreat that we've been on together.
That was really good. That's kind of when I started actually having a prayer time.
Gotcha.
And that was I still actually base it off of that and read the verses of the Bible like that.
Sure.
So.
What Chris Wegman did, our retreat speaker, that retreat was to, in some ways, really accelerate them understanding what quiet time was, because he had us a guided quiet time journal. What's the best way to say it? A guide.
Yeah, a guide.
And then we would go outside and have a chance to kind of mingle around the cul-de-sac where our cabin was located in, and sit around and have some just very neat quiet time in the mountains, and then come back in and discuss. It was a very different format of, he never got up and preached as much as taught us about how to learn ourselves.
Yeah, it was for sure a learning experience, and not
learning,
really.
Yeah.
I mean, it was evangelistic, but it was you take this and you run with it and get your own things out of it. So that was really good.
Well, swinging back to graduation, what are you most looking forward to, excited about, nervous about? Graduation. Graduation comes up, they get their cap and gowns this Sunday. We got graduating in the morning, they get their cap and gown in the afternoon, and then the graduation is next Thursday. So there's some very strict guidelines in place, so talk to us about it.
It's for sure going to be a different graduation with all the stuff that's going on. So the most thing that I'm looking forward to is actually being, well, I don't know yet, but hopefully being able to walk across the stage and get handed a diploma, because that's a sign of all the stuff that I've been able to accomplish academically.
Made it, right?
Yeah, so that's kind of like your ending thing from high school. So that's the most thing that I'm looking forward to. But just being able to be out there with my classmates and my friends.
Even though you may be sitting all across the football field. Say hey to them from afar, right?
Yell to them. So that's for sure one of the big things that I'm looking forward to within the next week and a half, is being able to see all of them and going through the practice and making sure everything's right, and being able to show our parents and peers that what we have done is finally paid off. So.
Are y'all getting together to practice several times? I hadn't heard a schedule on that yet.
We're getting together once on Wednesday, I believe. So we will get to practice once. Yeah. So.
Well, it's for sure. A lot has changed in the last 2 months, and I'm just glad y'all are getting to have.
Yep, me too.
A ceremony. I know parents are too. And I know your mom and dad specifically are very excited, and so. How are you going to divide your tickets? Hey, hope it doesn't rain, right?
Yeah, hope it don't rain.
But 6 tickets per family, is that, or 6 tickets per graduate, right?
That's right. I'm kind of in a unique situation because Kalen, he works for the Board of Education, so he'll be there live streaming the event. So if you want to watch it, it will be live streamed if you don't get to come.
When is that? When's it? Can you tell us time?
Ooh,
put you on the spot.
6 o'clock, I think.
But
don't quote me on that. But I think
that's
it's
next
6 o'clock.
Thursday, so that would be May the 27th.
Yeah, May the 27th. I believe.
Yeah, something like that.
So
no, today's the 13th. May 21st.
21st. Yeah,
May 21st.
Right. That's right. And then so he'll be there live streaming the whole event, and so he doesn't have to have a ticket to come in. And then my mom and dad, they'll have 2 tickets, and Addison and his wife will have 2 tickets, and then Lance and his wife will have 2 tickets as well.
And so if you have extra tickets, Braxton needs them.
Yeah,
So any other
we'll take
graduates,
any extra
the
tickets
extra ones.
if
You
anyone
may be in the
has
same boat and that boat's got holes in it and it's sinking, but if you got extra tickets, hook him up.
Yeah, we'll definitely take any extra tickets.
Well, I appreciate you sitting down. What else? Any other thoughts, or you got any questions for me? Just
No,
appreciate you taking the time. So
It's not a problem.
Braxton's been my right-hand man in so many ways all through these years, and so I'm looking forward to it continuing. So Braxton, you're not kicked out of the youth group. You just kicked into a new responsibility.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So hope you've enjoyed just this little sit down here, just talking with Braxton and just talking life and a little bit about student ministry. We're going to wrap up our live video here in a few moments, but just thank you for tuning in. I plan on hoping to get some other students to sit down, maybe share their testimony. So over the next few weeks, students, Wednesday nights in particular, most likely won't have me as much as they'll have some of our peers, some of your peers, should I say, talking about some of the things they've learned. So Braxton, thank you for your time, man. Thank you for just being you and serving and being part of the group for all these years. I look forward to it for many more as you transition into even more responsibility and leadership. It's always been a balancing act with Braxton because I know I could count on him, but I wanted him to be able to be a student. And we've talked about this, haven't we?
Yeah.
Wanted to be able to be a student and enjoy retreats and not have to work constantly. So I've always leaned on him, but I tried to let him also enjoy just going on a retreat and not having responsibilities. So Braxton, those days are ending, by the way. You're going to have responsibility.
Time now.
But you'll still get to go. All right. So thank you for tuning in. Hope you have a great night, and we will talk soon.